Welcome to Razorback Fan Zone, where Razorback fans unite with positive Razorback energy all the time. RazorbackFanZone.com.
RazorbackFanZone.com.
Where my heart fans at, we got to stand strong. Let me tell you where to go, Razorback Fan Zone. Exclusive coverage and in-depth interviews, lifting up the Razorbacks no matter if they win or lose. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. If you claim to reppin' the halls, then you need to be taking a look. If you bleed a Razorback red, you need to respond. Check us out at RazorbackFanZone.com. Let's go.
This is Brian Deaver with the Razorback Fan Zone. I'm here today with Bijhon Jackson. Bijhon, we're here today with the Razorback Fan Zone, and we'd like for you to speak to our fans today. Who is Bijhon Jackson?
I'm the D tackle for 6A state championship Eldorado Wildcats, and future Razorback, and I'm hoping that hopefully I can play as a true freshman next year. I'm about 6'2". I'm usually a little less than 6'2". I mean, some people say I'm 6'3", some people say I'm 6'1". I'm about 6'2", 6'3" with shoes on. I usually stay between 300 to 330 pounds.
Okay. So you're pretty strong then, huh? Yeah. What is your philosophy as far as your work ethics?
I just want to get better. I mean, that's just been my thing since I started. Basically since I've been getting recruited, since I know I can do something with myself as far as football goes. I just want to see how good I can get. You know, I just want to see how far I can take my potential.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Bijhon, what experiences have you had growing up that have molded you into who you are today? My parents are definitely a great inspiration to me. My father played football in high school and college. You know, he was undersized, about 5'10", maybe 200 pounds on a good day, and he managed to play D1 ball as a linebacker. So, where did he play?
Definitely.
Where did he play?
Northwestern State.
Wow.
In Louisiana.
That's amazing. That's awesome, man. Well, what kind of special recognition have you earned as a player?
I think I've been all area and all conference all 3 years of varsity play. I've been all state my past 2 years. I've been academic all conference, first team all conference the past 3 years. U.S. Army All American this past year. And, I've been they selected me for the Dan Hampton Award that I'll get next week at a award ceremony in Little Rock.
Wow, and for those who don't know what the Dan Hampton Award is, can you tell everybody what that's about?
I think they award the Dan Hampton Award to the best D lineman in the state, or what they consider the best D lineman in the state. And,
wow.
Dan Hampton, I don't know very much about Dan Hampton, but I know a little bit about him because my coach's father actually coached Dan Hampton. So I know a little bit about him. I know how good of a defensive lineman he was, and it's an honor to be given this award.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a very impressive resume, and you've obviously had some really good experiences that have brought you up to where you are now. So that's really impressive, man.
Thank you.
Go.
Bijhon, I want to talk to you for a minute about your motivation, man. I want to know, and the Razorback fans would also like to know, who and what motivated you to achieve the level of success that you've had so far?
My main motivation is my parents. They've done so much for me to get me to this point and to put me in a position to be successful in my life. This scholarship definitely takes a lot of stress off of them since they don't have to pay for me to go to college. I'm thankful to Arkansas for that. I think I can be a great motivation to my siblings. Also, I have 4 siblings, and it'll be awesome for my
all my younger siblings to be able to watch me on TV as they grow up and realize that they can do something with their lives just like I did.
Right. Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Well, who is it in your life, or what motivates you to persevere to the next stage in your life as an Arkansas Razorback?
Probably my little siblings the most. I mean, they mean a lot to me, and I just want them to see me make it. I think I can just be a positive influence to them, just to show them that where you are now, I mean, you can make it. I mean, I was where they are, just 10 years ago, and I never imagined myself doing some of the stuff that I'm getting to do now. So, I mean, I just want to be that inspiration for them.
Absolutely, man. And you said you had 4 siblings?
Yeah, I got three younger siblings. No, I have 4 younger siblings and 1 older sibling.
Is that right? Brothers and sisters both?
Huh?
Brothers and sisters both?
My older brother his name is Brandon. I have a younger brother in high school with me. His name is Jordan. I have 2 younger adopted siblings that were already siblings. One is a boy and one is a girl, Corey and Tiana Scott, and one pretty much newborn biological brother. His name is BJ.
That's awesome, man. Are any of them athletic like you?
Yeah, my big brother was actually pretty good at football, but he wasn't kind of late in the game. So I mean, he only played his last year in high school. And my little brother, he's pretty big, but he doesn't play any sports. Gotcha.
Okay. Well, that's interesting information, man. You've definitely got a very good support system there for sure, and have the potential to be a really good role model, as I'm sure you are, to your younger ones and probably to your older sibling as well. What does a day in the life of Bijhon Jackson look like?
Well, the past few years, I mean, it's just been going to school, just staying. The most important thing going through my day is to stay focused. I know with some of the stuff I got going on with all the recruiting in football, it's kind of hard to stay focused, But, I mean, you got to stay focused on school. I mean, going through workouts. I mean, now it's a little different. My schedule's a little different, but I don't have my workout as a class anymore. I have to come in on my own time. I got to come in and work. I got to motivate myself to work out on my own now. That's a little different, but I've been working out every day the past few weeks to get ready to play at the next level.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Bijhon, that's some really interesting information, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Go. Bijhon, let's talk about your expectations and goals.
Okay.
We would like to know, as Razorback fans, what are your expectations for the team this 2014 season?
Well, first of all, I definitely want to have a better season like we had last season, and I'm pretty sure we will. I mean, we're bringing in a lot of good players, and the players are already up there getting a lot better with Coach Herbert's worked out and in a lot better shape, and still getting used to the system and all that. But
sure.
I can't really say, a record or anything like that, but I mean, I definitely expect to win a lot of the games that we lost last season.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, how do you expect to contribute to the expectations that you just kind of lined out this season?
I'm just going to go up there and give it everything I got. I mean, I'm going to work out hard every day. I'm going to push myself to the limit. I'm going to push the guys around me to their limits, and hopefully that maximizes my potential and maximizes the potential of the guys around me, and hopefully the coaches will do the same for me, that they can help maximize my potential as well, and hopefully I can give some kind of contribution to the team.
Absolutely. So you do definitely plan to be a part of the mix this year, as far as playing wise.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, what are your long-term goals and plans as you come into your college years at the University of Arkansas?
Well,
10 years now. I mean, I definitely would like to make it to the NFL, but I mean, I don't think I would be one of those guys that are like lost or anything if I don't make it to the NFL. I believe I'm pretty intelligent. I make really good grades in school. I'm pretty good at staying focused in school, and I'm majoring in mathematics, and I know there's a lot of jobs that I can get with a mathematics degree.
Right.
I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet, but I know that's what I want to major in.
Well, that's awesome, man. That's a pretty tough deal. I know I was terrible at math. That was my worst subject. So that's pretty awesome, man. Good deal.
Yo.
Okay, Bijhon, I'd like to take a second and visit with you a little bit about the recruiting process. But before I ask you about the recruiting process, Bijhon, I'd like to know what NFL team you would like to play for. Or which one's your favorite team, rather?
Right now, the 49ers are my favorite team.
Yeah.
Not really anything in particular why. I mean, they were my father's favorite team, so it's just kind of something I picked up.
Sure.
For me, I really wouldn't mind playing for any NFL team. I mean, as long as I make it to the NFL. I mean, if I make it to the NFL, that's awesome. I mean, I really wouldn't mind who I play for.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Well, I want to ask you some questions about the recruiting process for our listeners. Would like to know who were some of the schools that were recruiting you?
Well, Alabama, Ole Miss. Really, Alabama and Ole Miss are those are really the only other schools that recruited me hard before I really shut down before I really just stopped letting people recruit me. But I got mail from all kinds of places. I mean, pretty much any school you can think of.
I bet.
Notre Dame, USC.
Wow.
Pretty much all the big schools, any SEC school. But I mean, I didn't really let any other schools recruit me because I didn't really want to go anywhere else. I mean, the day before I committed, I was just sitting in my room and I was just thinking, I'm not going anywhere other than Arkansas. So the next day I just called up Coach Bielema and I committed because, I mean, I knew I wasn't going anywhere else after I just thought about it. I mean, it was an easy decision for me.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Well, so did you take any official visits anywhere else?
No, I did not take any official visits anywhere else other than Arkansas. I went to camps at LSU and Alabama, but that's about as close to a visit as I got to anywhere else.
Well, when you went to those camps, did you get to look at their facilities very much?
Yeah, they toured us around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they toured us around at both facilities.
Well, how did their facilities compare to the facilities at Arkansas?
I mean, of course, they're good facilities. They're great facilities. I mean, of course, they're two of the more successful college programs recently. I mean,
sure, absolutely.
I mean, as far as how they compare to Arkansas, I mean, I think Arkansas's facilities are better, especially with the addition of the new locker room. I feel that Arkansas's facilities are now better.
Right. Absolutely. Well, when you went to your official visit at the University of Arkansas, who were the players that were your hosts during the official visit?
My host was Jermichael Winston, the defensive end.
Okay. And when you went up there, what was your schedule like during that time during your official visit?
Well, I remember the first day we checked in and we went over to the school for a little while, and then we went to the catfish hole. And that was probably the craziest thing right there because I mean I couldn't imagine how packed it was in that place and how loud it was in that place when they called the halls when the recruits walked in. I mean it was amazing how many people were in the catfish hole.
It was impressive, huh?
Can you say that again?
It was impressive, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The other recruits were impressed as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's really neat. So when you went up there, what qualities and traits does Coach Bielema and his coaching staff have that motivated you to choose Arkansas?
I mean, they've been the same. They haven't changed. I mean, I've even been to a couple of their practices, and they're the same person. It's not like some of the coaches, you know, they recruit you some kind of way, and then when they get you, you know, when you're practicing, they're a completely different person. It's not like they'll be coaches. I mean, they're like genuinely good people. That's what you need in a college coach, because it's the transition of leaving your home. A lot of these guys are hours and hours away from their home with their family. And I think college coaches need to be more than a coach sometimes, because, you know, these guys, they're not around their family, they're not around their parents. And sometimes, you know, these guys go through a hard time. I mean, we're still teenagers. I mean, a lot of us are still kids in the mind.
Right.
And we need that help to transition us into adults. And I think these Arkansas coaches are what I need to get there.
Absolutely. So they're good role models too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, we wanted to know when and where will you be signing tomorrow, and will it be broadcasted anywhere?
I'll be signing at Eldred High School in the gym. I don't know about I know it will be broadcasted. I don't know who all will be filming it. My coach told me there'll be a couple of local news stations there. I don't think it'll be on much more than the local news around here.
Gotcha. What time will it be at in the gym?
I'll be signing about 8:10 or 8:15, pretty early after 8 o'clock. It'll be pretty close to 8 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome, man, for sure.
Go.
Bijhon, look, I have some questions that I would like to ask of you on behalf of the Arkansas Razorback fans. We'd like to know, how have you had the opportunity to experience the Arkansas Razorback fans?
Mainly Twitter. I mean, the day I committed, I think I gained close to 1,000 followers. And
wow, that's amazing.
And it's been pretty crazy ever since then. I mean, from my own experience, there aren't anything like the Arkansas fans. I mean, I've heard this from guys that were in the All-American game. They tell me there's nothing like the Arkansas fans. I look on Twitter and I see guys that committed to all these different places, and they might get a couple of people here and there that tell them congratulations, and I can't wait for you to come to the program. But when you commit to Arkansas, you know, I mean, you'll get hundreds of followers that day. And these guys, they'll be sending you messages and tweeting you and everything. I mean, several every day. I get several every day. I mean, it's just crazy. It'll probably be crazy tomorrow after I sign too. I mean, I can pretty well imagine that. And the catfish hole for my official visit, that's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, all those people, there were hundreds of people at the catfish hole that night, and it was so loud in that place. I did not expect to see that many people in the catfish hole.
Right. Well, you've probably grown up watching the hog calls, like the Woo Pig Suey call, your whole life as you were growing up.
Yeah.
And that first time you got to experience that live in person outside of watching it on TV, what was that like the first time as compared to watching it on TV?
I actually think it was fairly recent. I mean,
was it?
Because I never really watched the Razorbacks as a kid. It was more of like I knew my family was Razorback fans, and I think my 7th or 8th grade year was the first time I actually watched the Razorbacks on TV. But
wow.
I think the spring game last year was the first time I was at like a hog event where people were there and calling the hogs and things like that. And it was crazy. It gave me chill balls. So it really did. I can't wait to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah, especially when you have more than 50,000 fans calling it in a complete encircled location at War Memorial Stadium, and just about pretty much the same thing at Fayetteville, with the exception that there's over 70,000, 75 probably to be more accurate. So it'll be an amazing experience too for that. But I want to know, and we'd like to find out, how did the experiences that you had with the fans help persuade you to commit to Arkansas over some of those schools that you were talking about, those upper echelon schools?
I mean, before I committed, from the time I got my offer, all the fans were already in my ear. I mean, on Twitter, it was mainly on Twitter. I mean, the guys, they were already following me and things. And it didn't take, I don't think I waited but a couple of months after I got the offer to commit. I don't even think I had the offer for a full year before I committed. And I've been committed for over a year now. And the day I committed, I got all those followers, and there's been people follow me constantly since then and tweet me and everything since then, just giving me that kind of support. And these Hall fans are faithful. They're very faithful, and I'm glad to get to play for the Hall fans.
Absolutely, and we're glad to have you as well. And on that note, I would like for you to have an opportunity to address the Razorback fans, and just take an opportunity to take the microphone here and just talk to them and just address us and address these Razorback fans.
Okay. I want to thank all the Hawk fans for all the love they showed me in the recruiting process. I've never wavered in my commitment, and I want to thank y'all for never wavering on me. And I'm going to try to bring y'all something that Arkansas hasn't had in a few years.
That's right. Awesome, man. Well, we certainly look forward to that, and we look forward to you getting on campus. When do you expect to be leaving to head to campus?
May the 28th.
May the 28th.
Today I'll be up there.
Well, that's awesome, man. We certainly appreciate your time talking to us here today, Bijhon, and we appreciate all you listeners out there. Be sure to check out www.razorbackfanzone.com for more information, and always go Razorbacks.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome to Razorback Fan Zone, where Razorback fans unite with positive Razorback energy all the time. RazorbackFanZone.com.
RazorbackFanZone.com.
Where my hog fans at, we got to stand strong. Let me take it where to go. Razorback Fan Zone, exclusive coverage and in-depth interviews, lifting up the Razorbacks no matter if they win or lose. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. If you claim to be repping the Hogs, then you need to be taking a look. If you bleed a Razorback red, you need to respond. Check us out at RazorbackFanZone.com. Let's go.